They publish a lot of different books. This is a really broad category. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, it's a horror first-person shooter. In the essence that there's like scary monsters because this is Russia after like nuclear bombs went off.
And the nuclear bombs made scary monsters?
Yeah, they made scary like animal monster things.
Do humans become scary monsters too?
No, they're still humans. But I mean, they still try to shoot at you.
Are they always Russian, or like why did you go?
Well, yeah, because this is in Russia. This is set in Russia.
Is this like Escape from Russia?
And so like it's Metro because pretty much when the bombs went off, everybody went down into the Metro system to escape the nuclear blast.
Who shot the bombs? Did Russia shoot the bombs, or did America shoot the bombs, or did somebody else shoot the bombs?
I think it was just like World War III, essentially.
So probably America.
Probably. It's like set in like 2033, like around that time. And so, but the first two games, because this is the third game, the first two games are are actually linear, and so you pretty much just literally you're going through the metro system, and you can't like go like sideways and all that.
Wait, it's a rail shooter?
No, it's not a rail shooter.
Because you're on the metro rails.
That's very clever of you, but no, it's not a rail system. It's not a rail shooter.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate.
But this one, they actually made it. I don't know because I haven't played it, but it sounds like they made it to where it's more sandboxy, where you can go. It's non-linear, where you can go and do like certain missions, like whenever you want to go do them. Out in the world, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting how they and you do technically ride a train around. In this one, you didn't ride a train around. In the other one, you ride a train around.
The first one that's a rail shooter, but also it's the least rail shootery of all of them.
Yes.
And go with the theme song.
This is the Player 4 Podcast. Join us each week as we talk about video games, entertainment, and pop culture, and bring in guests from the Rooster Teeth community. Player 4 has entered the game.
Hello and welcome to the Player 4 Podcast. I am Tristan, aka Shagrazir on the Rooster Teeth website.
I am Alex, aka Chaos Black 21.
And I am Malachi, aka Sukikiba.
See how we don't screw it up when Joseph isn't around? We only screw it up when he is around. We just want to show off how professional we are.
That's because he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
No,
he'll do something. Well, no. To be fair, I think we go around okay, and then Joseph gets to it, and he's like, "Oh, well, it's backwards day, so I'm Jay Dunlap, aka Joseph on the Rooster Teeth side or something."
This sounds like a direct quote.
Yeah, a quote from like last episode.
So, Malachi, I think we've got a pretty short list today because I'm tired and Joseph is sick.
Yes, so we decided to do just a short episode just to talk about a few fun things that we are doing in D&D. So we are going to have a
D&D cast!
No, it doesn't say D&D quickie, but okay.
I mean,
and we also
sexual.
we also entertained here before we started about my Metro Exodus.
That's because Joseph said we should have better cold opens before doing the theme song. And I said, that's a good idea. So that's what we're doing.
So that should technically be like, Malachi, you should have changed it so that you get pre-topic Metro Exodus, and then
you don't. It's a cold open, Alex. You don't list it as one of the topics.
Fine.
It's not a topic. It's a cold open.
Tristan, did
What?
No one tell you I'm psychic?
I don't know.
He knew I was going to talk about it.
I made you. I wanted a cold open. So yes, last week Joseph took control of the podcast and went way over time talking about MTG because he had so much stuff to get off his chest, and I'm sure that there is more that he wants to talk about. But he's not here this week, so we're talking about D&D because I'm taking control of this podcast. And I'm running a D&D game. I'm the DM. So
yeah, he took control of that D&D game, too.
I did. Nobody can stop me. I'm unstoppable.
Uh-oh.
We can't, especially what you gave us
That drink
last
stopped
episode
him.
or last time. But yeah, he's cleaned up now. Now it's us in control. Me and Mal.
Tell them how cool the D&D game is while I clean up the mess I just made.
First of all, what did you spill?
Juice that I just poured myself, but I was mixing medication into it because, of course, I can't have nice pills like everybody else gets. No, I have to have powder, and I left the straw. I used a straw to stir it, and I was being all dramatic, and I clipped the straw with my hand.
Being dramatic with your hands, even though nobody can see your hands.
I am Italian. I talk with my hands.
Okay, so Mal, what happened last session, which was yesterday?
Tristan. Last session? I think it's in session before, with our DM being a douche and critting twice.
Well, I wouldn't say sicking like six scorpions on the group as being dickish. I mean, he's done more dickish stuff.
He did.
They're only CR3s, and you guys are 9th level.
And we did pretty good. Mal's just sour because he got critted twice.
Yeah, well, he's got OP armor, and he thinks it should make it so he never gets hit.
No, my problem.
Guess what, Malachi? That's what I thought when I had the armor, and I kept getting hit.
No, it's more or less not that. It's the fact that I became freaking grappled that pissed me off. So it's like, I was just like, damn it, now I can't do anything except for get away.
True. That's not true. Grappled just means you can't move. You can still attack.
But I can't look cool sitting there being grappled and swinging my sword at things like,
Hercules did it, and he chopped things' heads off. He was grappled.
I want to say that I got grappled too, but it was funny because
then you
the rest of the team... No, the rest of the team killed it before I had to worry about trying to get ungrappled.
That's right. It grappled you, and you're like, "I'll take care of this," and then somebody else murderized you. You're like, "Never mind."
Never mind. I'll go after this other one that's next to me.
So wait, why were you fighting scorpions? Let's give our audience, because we have an audience, maybe, some context.
The context is our group is now traveling through the desert. With some of Yukikaze's, which is Malachi's character, some of his family from his clan. We're traveling to the desert to meet up with the rest of his clan, but also then further to go to this one city that's like this hidden gnome city that everybody is afraid of. So that we can find...
Say, why are people afraid of gnomes?
We can find this special armor.
Special armor. What makes the armor special? And why is everyone afraid of gnomes?
Because bad things apparently happen in that city.
Well, we don't... This is all...
That's why it's a lost city.
I think the word I'm looking for is conjecture, because we don't know any details, because everything's very vague about this area. But based on what we found, it's very likely to be this. But honestly, we have no freaking idea what we're getting ourselves into. All we know is something went down and it was not good.
Okay, wait.
We're hoping that there's cord armor there so that Riken can become the strongest person in the world.
Oh. Okay, let's go with that. Riken's going to become the strongest. So Riken is your character, and he's
yes. And he's going to become the strongest person in the world with that armor, because he can apparently, judging by the stories of the armor, he can take out 2 armies at once.
Man, so wait, is Riken really the strongest person in the world, or is the armor the strongest person in the world?
When the armor and Riken combine as one, it's that's when they become the strongest person in the world.
I think you get.
But separate, they can't. They aren't.
They aren't.
Oh,
So right now, the armor on its own is the strongest person in the world. And once
No, right now the armor is not the strongest person because it needs Riken.
it needs
And Riken needs the armor.
Riken. Riken. What if there's a catch to the armor? What if when you enter combat, you have to enter a magical girl sequence for it to activate?
I mean, if Riken can still beat his foes and like take on any challenger, it's worth it. That's all that matters to him.
He'll even do it.
Regardless of what happens, I want you to know that I created the armor a year and a half ago, and it really hasn't changed a lot since then. So, whatever you conjecture, even if something turns out to be true or false, it's not because you said it just now.
I figured because we've been talking about the armor for literally like a year now. We've been on this journey to get it for so long.
I mean, your characters have only been doing it for like 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, but we're in our third year. Well, we've been 2 years. We're going, but we've been doing this D&D group for 2 years now.
In January of 2017.
Well, that's just because we only play once a week.
No, it wasn't January 2017. It was October, I thought.
Then it was of 2016 because
October 2016.
I have messages from Guaco, who plays the half-elf warlock Leah, dating back to February of 2017, talking about the campaign.
I'm pretty sure it was October. He did join later, and I'm pretty sure we started October. But that almost seems like that's odd that he's already talking in February, because I could have sworn that the first group was a little longer than that.
Well, yeah, it seemed like it was a few months.
Let me stop you guys there. Long story short, it's been a long time. Why don't we continue with a little bit of the details we want to give before we keep going?
No.
All right. I guess I'm fucking Quentin Tarantinoing this, and we're working backwards. So we found out that you fought scorpions in the desert, and we found out that you were in the desert because you're trying to find armor to become the most powerful person in the world, according to Riken. Why does he want to become the most powerful person in the world specifically?
So he can slay Bala, the green dragon, biatch that that destroyed his home city and country of Arcosia.
All right, now we have motive and we have conviction. This ancient green dragon flew down and killed everyone you knew and loved and laid waste to your home city, the capital of your home island, we should say,
which was the seat of Bahamut.
Yeah, there you go.
Even though Riken doesn't follow Bahamut anymore.
Yeah, but the rest of the Dragonborn still do. They're not going to change the name of the city just because you decided the court was cool.
Yeah, well, now that Riken is apparently the leader of Arcosia, since he has the sigil, he will now call it the Seat of Cord.
Whoa. Tristan.
What?
Who said Cord was cooler than Bahamut?
I mean, Riken did.
That's just Riken.
You should challenge him for leadership of Arcosia. That's a good idea.
I'll put my platinum butt on that throne.
You're silver, though. Well, you mean the armor?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, there's only one platinum dragon in the world, and it's not you. Nice try, though.
Well,
what are you going to do with all of that armor, making you so chunky and powerful?
Wish I had an air conditioner installed.
He still has to find the shield and the sword.
Indeed he does.
Except he's not going to use the shield because he dual wields swords.
I could just wear the shield on my back like a turtle.
But you don't get benefits from an item if it's not in your hand.
It's touching my body. Isn't that how that works?
Some champion of Bahamut he is. He's not even going to use one of the items.
Hey, you don't need to be dissing. God darn it, I forgot the if I can't say it.
For you, it's Bahamut, darn it. Thank you.
I always like that we adopted curses like that. Like, God damn it.
I don't remember claw. Is it Sumemaru? No.
What?
I can't remember the word for claw in Japanese. I know Kiba.
Kiba.
No, that's Fang. Kiba is Fang.
I don't know what claw is. Hell.
I'd have to find it. It doesn't matter. Freaking Riken
Well,
dissing my sword.
Sumemaru is the name of your sword.
Yes, yeah, so that would be claw. Well, I named one Fang, one claw.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just remembered the name was Sumemaru.
Yeah.
Well, so going back to our journey through the desert, apparently the other Dragonborn that we're following that are part of Yukikaze's clan have something special that they want to tell me, but they have to get confirmation from the rest of the clan to make sure it's okay.
Oh, secrets.
Wait, I missed this. When did this happen?
This was last session before the storm. You might not have heard because I was behind the cart, so I was a little ways behind it, and one of them dropped back and talked to me about it.
It was when you were waiting for Malachi to heal Haruna after she got stung by one of the scorpions, but she was off talking to everybody in the party, and you're like, I'm just going to wait up by the other Dragonborn for her to come back, and then I'll offer her healing.
Well, I was offered healing. It was to check see if she was okay because I seen that Leah gave
that's
her
right. You don't
potion.
have healing. Never mind.
I was going to say, when is Mal healing?
I don't know. Who's Malachi?
and I was helping Toshi and Shigeki hook up or make sure everything was situated with the lizards up front.
Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty rough day for you guys. You guys got a little bit beat up by some scorpions. I mean, I'm sure that Sam's character, the wizard Laramendas, is not happy since he's had to cast Phantom Steed twice already. It's a pretty high-level spell.
So, yes. So, apparently there's something I don't know about right now that happened with Riken and my clan. And, so, yeah, we fought some scorpions, and then we proceeded to move forward.
Ooh, maybe they're going to marry Riken to the headman's daughter or something, and he's going to become the king of the clan.
Oh my god, I could become the king of the clan and Arcosia.
Man, that'd be a tough job. I wouldn't want that job.
Yeah, they're so far away.
They're really far apart.
I think I have an idea, but I don't think Riken doesn't know at all what it is, but I think I have an idea.
What is it? What do you think? Tell me.
I think it has something to do with Riken's brother.
Huh. Anyways, so
Malachi doesn't care.
Malachi doesn't care.
It's Riken. Do you expect me to? Anyways. So yeah, we proceeded onwards, and as we proceeded and got our bearings from my cousin Yahiro.
By the way, in case anyone is wondering, we decided to make the Dragonborn essentially the Japanese in our campaign.
In my group, they're like, I'm going to be a Dragonborn. I'm going to name all my shit Japanese.
I only named my character Japanese. And then
only his first name, because his last name was Lumas.
Yeah, and then Malachi came in, and that's when it really decided to make it all Japanese.
Yeah, because he named himself Super Japanese Words, and then he named his swords Japanese Words.
I can't even remember what I named my mother and father, but I do know my brother since we talked about this before.
He's Bryken.
You and me.
Yeah.
No, he's not Bryken.
Riken and Bryken.
Jeez.
No, his name will be revealed in time.
Oh.
So Yeah, that's a little funny tidbit. But after we finished fighting scorpions, got all situated, started to go, and got our bearings from Yahiro, we started traveling, and then the storm that was predicted happened.
Yup.
Except this was a very different storm than I would say what we were actually predicting.
Well,
Really?
something we didn't know about the storms, because a lot of people don't have magic, ends up nullifying or actually absorbing magic, because it didn't just stop our magic. Magic was gone.
Ooh, scary.
Kubriel went poof.
I do want to point out that it was well known that the storms that you guys would be facing were going to be comprised of magic. That had been said
Yes.
multiple times by multiple characters. But no one knew that it would have the ability to prevent you from casting magic or using magic items. That was a surprise.
Things went terrible because we were using magic to pull our cart, and the storm was coming upon us. So,
Gross.
luckily,
And I was riding a magic tiger.
Face planted in the
It
sand.
was in the middle of puffing herself up when she vanished.
And so was Leah.
Yeah.
So as we luckily, the group ahead of us realized that we were stuck, came back. We quickly got set up and bolted quickly to an area that the storm wouldn't be able to get to or wasn't in the path of. So
Okay.
we luckily got to safety, and then we realized.
And then you sat there in the dark because all of your glowy magic items were turned off.
Well, it wasn't even also that, we were in the safe zone, but we were technically not safe, because in the voice, or in the wind, or being carried by the wind, was a voice that was very ominous and related to one of our other players.
Was it a happy voice? Were you glad that you heard?
I
this
mean,
voice?
he was happy.
Yeah, the entity that was talking was happy. It's like, I found you and I'm gonna get you. Thought you could get. Yeah, so apparently one of our characters, Leah, who is a warlock, right?
Mhm.
Warlock, which they derive their magic from other sources.
Yep. They get their magic from another powerful being.
So this being is the one that she obtained her power from and is now after her. And now
Why would he be after her?
Because she found out that he was evil. And so she found another being that basically protected her from him and kind of disguised where she was so that he couldn't get to her.
Okay, so what's he doing here now?
Well, because magic
Revenge.
was nullified by the storm, and he's like, there she is.
Oh no, so the protection magic that she had on her got canceled out, and that's when he found you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
scary.
got like super GPS location device or something, because it's like immediately the second the storm hits, he's like, oh hey, that's where you are.
I would like to point out that it was not the second the storm hit. It was like many minutes, maybe. We were going kind of cinematic and I was skipping around, so I don't have a good
judge of it, of the timeline.
Well, I mean, I can just say it was like a half hour later, but it was significantly after all of the magic items stopped working, and there was a period of time when the storm was getting closer that the magic items were on the fritz, where they were just sort of flickering on and off and intermittently working.
So honestly, we don't know if he is the cause of the storms or if he was piggybacking off of them.
No.
But yeah, this spell's very bad for us because we have theorized that he is a demon. And demons are very, 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 very hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So and that's where we ended. We got situated, we're talking, being like, oh crap, we got big problem here, and it's on us. What are we gonna do? Continue to go forward? Like, this isn't good.
You should just cry. That's all you
Well,
can do.
Haruna and the group, depending on how the actual heads of the clan feel, does show concern and wanting to help Leah also. So we're going to see what my tribes want to do about this situation. If this demon Zephyr is going to be coming to us, we don't know actually how or when he's going to get to us.
Ooh, ominous.
Yeah. So
he didn't just show up on the spot.
nope.
Oh,
That
well, I
we
guess
know
that's
of.
a good thing.
He could be there and we don't know. That's one thing. It's a
He's
freaking
watching you.
freaking demon.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. So, you said you guys have been playing this game for like 2 years, or at least Alex has.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say has kept you coming back to this session? You said it meets every week. What makes you want to keep doing it? What's so fun about role playing for you? Why should other people role play?
I mean, I've gotten to know the people that I play with, and so it's fun. It's good to like meet up with them every week and kind of chat, and we chat a lot like after the session too.
Yeah.
It's fun just playing another person and getting to do awesome cool stuff that I wouldn't be able to do in real life.
Like teleporting on top of a dragon?
Yeah. But not exactly falling from a dragon and landing in the street. That's kind of sucks. And also not when Tristan crits us a million times.
All the crits. Again,
Wow.
in the session you're referring to, I was rolling 18 d20s per turn because it was six guys that each got 3 attacks. So the odds were very high that I would roll at least 1 crit per round.
Yeah, but I would also say just the story. I like what Tristan has come up with, and I like that he kind of gives you give it like a general idea of like you've created the world and a general idea of like the story and all that, but you're really making us be the ones to write it, and then you kind of fill in the gaps for us.
If you want to talk to an NPC, I'll run the NPC, but you make the choice to talk to the NPC or not.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to a country, you could have, the armor people said, oh, you should go to the desert and look for the armor there, but you could have decided that NPC was wrong and searched somewhere else.
You should have screwed with us, Tristan. That'd be funny if you did the whole thing like an RPG where you're talking to someone and you just repeat the same line over.
I'm not doing that. I'm playing the world straight. It's supposed to be like a real world. That's what makes it. That's what gets you invested.
No,
the moment
just...
you start thinking of it like a video game, that's when you end up with Murder Hobo Party, where people don't care what the NPCs think because they're just automatons, and if you kill one, oh well.
See,
I don't want a world like that. I want a world like the real one, where you care about things and people have wants and needs.
Well, it's different for each person, honestly, because that's more I feel is a actual personal flaw of that person. Because in any video game, I actually never purposely go out and kill anything just randomly, and I usually try not to go in just, oh, I'm gonna die anyways. I'll just go in there, die, figure it out, and then come out. No, I'm trying to beat it that instance the first time. But I view the game personally for myself as a just a role playing game, or a video game. Like I go through and playing the character, but instead of being locked in the dialogue, I get to pick what I say. And yeah, it's just figuring out what to do, talking your way through things. Maybe you don't want to fight and you want to just like be like, screw you guys, I'm done. Bye, walking away. But the big thing too that I enjoy about role playing and why people should role play, especially if you know find just or even try it if you're not sure, because you'll just end up having fun. Silly instances where will happen, like when I first joined and I was like, DM, I want to run over there and jump onto that rooftop. And he's like, roll it.
And then Riken did too.
You climbed up, you did not jump.
You did. Okay, wait. Did he actually jump up, or did he have to? Because I don't think he literally jumped from the ground up onto the ceiling.
No. So
he just had an easier time.
Yeah, both of you did have to climb it, but he had a much easier time because he had 7 inches on you.
It was more. I popped up there quickly. It looked cool. Just whatever, Riken. You're just butthurt. Anyways,
you want to really get into the mechanics of it. Like your jump height determined whether or not I was looking at whether or not you could get a hand over the top of the roof, and he could basically get like to his elbow, so he was able to just put like half his arm up there and pull himself up. Whereas with Riken's roll, you basically just got your fingers up there, which gave you just enough to climb.
Hey, we're getting too technical. I don't care about that. I had fun.
And then
that's my action.
Not only that, Riken, when he got up there, Riken revived one of his teammates while, Yukikaze was just like, look, I got up on the roof. That's it.
He neglects to mention that it was a drow. Anyways,
it was a drider, which is worse in a lot of ways. Yukikaze doesn't have healing magic like Riken does.
And also, that's not. It's more for me for role playing is getting the fun instances that actually play well with this story. There was another instance where Riken was influenced by a magic or a drug, and he got upset or was acting out, and he went to go flip a table, and he lost to the table. So.
The table was really heavy.
Yeah.
So it's those instances that make role playing fun. Those random tidbits of storytelling where you're just like, I want to do this. It plays well with the scenario, and then something goes awry, or just.
I seem to remember in the same scene Riken punched a horse.
He did. That horse trampled a woman.
Yeah, because you punched it and scared the shit out of it. Yeah, that was a bad day for Riken.
So, and then the more recent sessions, we also had an instance where you play or make jokes, or you end up finding a witty line to put in when Cyrus got injured and was brought upstairs. Riken tried to heal him and ended up making his bones mush, right? And
it was kind of based on the Harry Potter type healing when his broke his arm. It just sort of disintegrated all his bones and then reformed them from nothing.
So I went upstairs to ask for help for getting my armor off because I was going to head to bed soon, and I was asking what was going on because they were making an outrageous amount of noise, and I was like I can understand why Cyrus is all bent out of shape, but what's up with you guys? And
somebody should give him a hand.
Yeah, so finding those witty things to say in the story also makes it a lot of fun.
So really quickly, what was what do you think your character's greatest triumph so far has been? Like that moment in the game that you're most proud of, that you think back on and you go, man, I can't wait to be awesome like that again. And then what do you think was the time you were most scared for your character?
Most scared was probably the fight with the beholder spider. That was probably the most scary currently.
We were effed in the A, really. I was thinking that quite a few of us weren't going to make it out of there alive.
Well, luckily, Yukikaze thought fast and found a way to get the team out.
Yeah. Well, and then Larry Mendes freaking freaked off on us.
which ended up saving the party. Not that the rest of the party will ever know that.
So yeah, it was
Well, we don't. What's our strongest, Yuki?
all of it's been pretty intense. I don't have any single moment that I was just like, yeah, yet, but I plan to.
So for now, I guess it's just jumping up on the roof.
No, watching Riken not be able to flip a table.
Oh my gosh.
That was your triumph. You failing to flip a table.
Just
What
watching
about Riken? What about Riken? What's Riken's single greatest moment of triumph? The thing that made you very happy to be playing the game.
I think the greatest moment so far was what we talked about before, was using Misty Step and teleporting on top of a dragon as it was trying to as it was above us. Like that was, I felt really cool doing that.
All right, I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, so I think that's about time to get the flip out of here, guys.
All right, good job, everyone.
Well, I hope
Same
everyone
time next week.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed listening to our stories, and hope you guys will be interested in playing D&D sometime.
But not with us, because we have a full group.
We have more than a full group. It's too many people.
Good
I need some
night.
of you to die, like in real
I need some of you to die.
Good night, everyone.
Hashtag goodbye.
Goodbye.
So,
To be fair, you've had people die, but then they just make new characters.
It's true. Well, I mean, so Rowan didn't die. He left because you guys were dicks.
Yeah. It's because we couldn't figure out what the heck to give them other than Rowan.
it was just a rock and a hard place. And I'm leaving this stream going for a little bit still, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean,
Bruenor died.
Anybody?
And then
Bruenor is also technically not dead. he's a stone. He's a rock. He was turned to stone, which means he's in stasis until either the end of time or somebody unstonifies him.
So, with the stuff collapsing on him, that couldn't have broken his stone
could have.
statue form. So he could be dead.
Yeah. I mean, as a matter of fact, as a matter of mechanics, he would still not technically be dead, even if his stones were shattered.
As long as he was put back together.
He wouldn't actually die until someone unstonified him.
Yeah.
And then...
then
just body parts everywhere.
It makes you wonder, how many of the shattered pebbles and rocks and things around the world that you just step on every day were once people.
Well, wait, don't we use people? No, it would take more than we use dinosaurs for fuel.
I mean, in the real world, yes. My D&D world isn't using dinosaurs for fuel. I mean,
they're using people.
We don't even have fuel. We don't have cars.
You've seen some interesting pieces of technology recently, though, that don't fit in with the rest of the medieval setting.
It's pushing into a new era.
Maybe. What was the thing you got there, Riken? You got a bunch of them in your bag.
Oh, the slap chops?
What are you going to use those for?
Gifts.
Do I even want to know what that is? Slap chop.
And I got a... What was it? Something processor?
The Dwarven Slice Processor.
Dwarven Slice Processor from Arcosia.
That's so weird. I think we're ending with that.